Yeah. Anytime you hear the lady singing in a slow beat, bringing this Big Vernon in the booth doing this thing, thinking, aha. We kicked off season 6, our 1,000 something show. Yeah, who thought we'd make it this far? Kicked that off. We had a great show, action packed, talk some Louisville football. How good are they? Is Isaac Brown the best running back in the country? That's going to be yes. There's a revenge tour. Lane Kiffin is on. And first up was Mark Stoops and the Dummy Bunch down in Lexington. You got our thoughts on that. Was the moment too big for Bryce Underwood in Oklahoma? I think so. I think Brent Venables had dialed up so many different looks and packages. It confused the young man. A little bit of grace on that because he's just 5 months removed from high school. And nothing can prepare you for going to play Oklahoma in Oklahoma. That is nothing like that exists on a high school level. So, like I said, it's not the end of the world, but he has to get better. Then the embarrassment, the slaughter of Oklahoma State at the hands of Dan Lanning in Oregon. That was a massacre in Eugene. You can't beat a dog like that and not go to jail. Then we talked some South Florida Bulls. They seem to be the team of destiny as they upset another potential college playoff hopeful team in Florida. They have Miami coming up. Make sure you check that segment out. Now we're going to go ahead and get to the classic that was SMU v. Baylor. We're all winners for watching this. 48-45. You'll get our thoughts on this right after we get back from a quick wrap out. It's your boy Big Vern. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we do. We pushing another rap album. Joey Badass. It's Lonely at the Top. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is going to be Dark Aura. That's cold. That's cold. Swank White. Super Flea. High Roller. BK's Finest. BK Finest is wow. Underwater. That's probably one of my favorite songs. I was listening to that before I even cut this spot. Speeding Through the Rain, Still with Absol and Rhapsody. My goodness. Lonely at the Top, the entitled track itself. Joey Badass. Don't sleep on this one. Very good buy. In stores now. Yo, shout out to Joey Badass. Make sure y'all go ahead and get the album. Lonely at the Top is dope. I thought it was. I dug it a lot. This was an instant classic. If you are about offense only, defense be damned, then you were in the right place for what I consider an instant classic and probably was the best game all week. And yeah, this was probably the best game all weekend. I mean, this was fireworks from the opening bell. At halftime, this thing was 24-21. This went into 2 overtimes, neither side giving an inch. And wow, looking at it, 601 total yards from the Baylor Bears. They were not going to be denied. This thing looked really well. And I was happy to see SMU put up a good fight at home. The fans were into it. The state of Texas was on fire. 440 yards passing by the Baylor Bears compared to the 295 passing by SMU. This was one of those things where you just had to just throw your hands up like, what am I watching? What am I watching? 163 yards rushing both ways. Wow, that was more. Them rushing and everything was more yardage than most teams had combined. That's crazy. Again, I'm not going to complain about any of this. This was what college football needed, the pageantry, the madness, the fan's sake. And it wasn't like this was a rivalry where people wanted to kill each other and hurt each other. This was just a solid game. And we were glad for it. But anytime you punt one time, During the game, you punt one time. Yeah, we know what we're looking at here. Defense, take the night off. Offense, be damned. We going at it. We going hardcore. This thing, like I said, it was one moment you thought Baylor was going to pull ahead. The next moment, here it is. SMU answers. SMU stops a guy. Then here comes Baylor again. By the time you got to look at this in its full totality, you stopped keeping score. You were excited about what you were watching because you just didn't know what they would pull out. Bootlegs, read play options, you had everything. Just deep go routes. Look, everybody was out there getting in on the action, and I loved it. Like I said, you had Sawyer Robertson. That dude put his name in the hat for the Johnny Unitas Award because anytime, and I don't give a damn who you are, you go 34 or 50 throws in college football. I've never seen anybody have that many throws dialed up, and his arm held up. It wasn't like he was throwing guys short or overthrowing or throwing behind guys. This dude was right on target. 440 yards in one game and 4 touchdowns. Hell yeah, he put his name in there. He put his name all over the Johnny Unitas Award. He says, I want to get it. We'll release that list later on, but good goodness. Bryson Washington, the running back in that room, number 1 running back for Baylor, he wouldn't be denied either. 31 carries, 115 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He was not playing any games with them. Josh Cameron, that guy, the number 1 wide receiver in that room, 151 yards on 9 grabs and 2 scores. I don't know what else you could ask for. What more could you want? And SMU, congratulations to them. Like I said, Kevin Jennings, I think he is a dynamic quarterback himself. He had 16 of 22 for 295 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. He even pulled it down, called his number 14 times, had 16 yards on that one. He also had TJ Harden. That dude lost his damn mind. He's another guy you got to keep your eyes on for the Doak Walker Award. 9 grabs for 115 yards and 3 touchdowns. Him, Isaac Brown, the kid out of Michigan. This is a very good, healthy draft class. If we're going to say we've got a lot of good running backs, because I know you had Ashton Genty last year, which everybody focused on. But us, we really do this. And there are so many different, so many diverse, so many good running backs that can do so many different things. I think this draft class is even better than last year as far as certain positions. Quarterback, not so much. Last year's quarterback class is killing this quarterback class. The slim pickings in the quarterback department. Run back, yeah. This is a very heavy running back class right here. But congratulations to Baylor. Hopefully their season will go on from here and they'll continue to make legendary numbers. Shout out to Kevin Jennings and SMU. The ACC, they've got to navigate that beast. Congratulations to them boys. Like I said, somebody had to lose. But I tell you who didn't lose. It's the fans. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that's the show. Thank you all for joining us. We had a great time. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button and share the content. This is Big Vern, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.